this is an important strategic datum, not merely a sociological one, because the dissipation of anti-communist energy in America is the squandering of a very great natural resource. And this is something that you can't collect back. It's very easy for a Stalin to enter into a pact with a Hitler and then reverse himself the next day. But it's much more difficult for us to do so. That being the case, too many people feel now that we are engaged in a sublime chess game, that Mr. Nixon is in control of all the pieces. But if he should fail, he will find it, as I say, difficult to recover the kind of energy which has sustained an effective national policy during the last 20 years. The price controls usually aren't effective in the short run or in the long run. They're effective in the middle run. But the notion that we are engaged in progressive politics when we have price controls and tariffs, it strikes me as one of those great hallucinations that only politicians can impose on a people. Tariffs are recidivist, reactionary, and so are price controls, to say nothing of the sheer effrontery of somebody telling you and me how much we can contract for each other's services for.
Do-it-yourself fans had a field day in Fort Worth this afternoon. At the Will Rogers Memorial Center, there were two separate events going on that appealed to just about everybody. In one exhibit building was the 5th Annual International Rod and Custom Car Show. Now that's going on today until midnight and tomorrow until 11 p.m. It featured 100 rod, custom, competition, bike, and miscellaneous entries. And there were bicycles, experimental cars, antiques, restoreds, classics, go-karts, dune buggies, and just about any form of transportation you could hope to find. Across Will Rogers at the small exhibits building was the Senior Citizens Fair. Now it closed today, but while it was open, it included thousands of handmade and hand-grown items, including patchwork quilts, baby clothes, shoe trees, Christmas gifts, plants, home canned foods, doodads, gimcracks, gadgets, even a couple of whatchamacallits. So whether your tastes run to the bizarre or to the conservative, Will Rogers had something for you today. This is Jay Lewis, Channel 8 News on the Move in Fort Worth.
I would say that I can see no justification for it. That is, if this country ever should do it, within the next 20 or 30 years, there would be no justification for it. We would never, in the next 20 or 30 years, impossible, reach the levels of population that would justify such a move. Even in the next 50 years. If you consider the density of countries like Holland, for example, we would have to have a population of 5 billion plus to be roughly equal in density. Now, how could you justify this kind of compulsion? I mean, to me, having children is as fundamental as the right to life. I mean, the right to choose that, because my children are a continuity of me. They are the one. They're my future. They're part of my future. Now, the larger community is part of my future. As long as I'm not disenfranchised, as long as I'm part of the decision-making process, then I might choose not to have children, right? I'm still participating in the future of the community.